Why do some people seem to rise effortlessly while others remain stuck despite starting from the same place? In Chinese, there's a saying, even a salted fish can flip over. It means that even someone in the lowest state can turn their life around. But here's the catch. Not all salted fish flip. Some just stick to the pan and burn. This is the story of two old friends. One became a leader, the other felt left behind. And over a simple cup of tea, they uncovered a truth that blends modern struggle with ancient Chinese wisdom from the Taoist and I Ching and the I Ching. Let's begin. 1. The tea house reunion. Zhang Heng shuffled into the tea house after another long, soul-draining day at work. He was tired, not just physically but emotionally. Stuck in a mid-level role for years, he felt invisible. Promotions passed him by. His ideas went unheard. Effort seemed meaningless. Across the table sat his old friend, Liu Ji. The contrast was striking. Liu looked relaxed, confident, different. Years ago, they were colleagues at the same company, equals in every way. But today, Liu Ji was an executive at a successful firm, and Zhang Heng felt like, well, a failure. As they sipped their tea, Zhang Heng finally asked what had been eating at him. We started the same. So why did you flip over? And I got stuck to the pan. 2. A lesson in fish and fire. Liu Ji chuckled and replied, have you ever heard this from the Taoist and I Ching? Governing a large country is like cooking a small fish. Zhang Heng frowned. What does that have to do with me? Liu Ji placed his cup down gently and said, when you cook a small fish, you don't rush it. You don't flip it too much. You let it be patiently, gently. Otherwise it falls apart. But here's the thing. Patience alone isn't enough. Do you know why some fish flip and others stick? Zhang Heng shook his head. Because you forgot to add oil. To do what oil really means. Zhang Heng looked confused. Are you saying I didn't have the right opportunities? Liu Ji smiled. No, opportunities are everywhere. But were you ready for them? The I Ching says, stop when it's time to stop. Move when it's time to move. Acting in harmony with time leads to great success. You spent years trying to get promoted, but did you build the skills? Did you nurture the right relationships? Did you stay curious, adaptable? If the pan is dry, no matter how many times you try to flip, you'll just get stuck. Zhang Heng sat quietly. Oil, Liu Ji continued, is the preparation you put in when no one is watching. It's your mindset, your growth, your ability to read the temperature of the world around you. Without it, even the most determined person will burn out. 4. Why people stay stuck. Liu Ji leaned forward. You know why so many people feel like you do? It's not because they're lazy. It's because no one ever taught them how to prepare their pan. A lack of skill growth. Working hard isn't enough. If you do the same thing the same way every year, you're not gaining experience, you're repeating it. Sun Tzu once said, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you will not be imperiled in 100 battles. Do you really know what skills will make you valuable in today's world? B. Fear of change. I almost didn't take my first leadership role. I thought I wasn't ready. But then I remembered what the I Ching says. Great success comes to those who embrace transformation. So I studied, I reached out to mentors, I took risks. I didn't wait for the perfect moment. I prepared for it. Zhang Heng sighed. I guess I've been waiting for someone to notice me. Liu Ji smiled. You've been waiting for fish to fry themselves. 5. The flip. Zhang Heng asked quietly, "So how do I flip?" Liu Zhi replied, "First, build the right skills. Learn what the future needs, not just what the present rewards. Then build your network. Talk to people who are ahead of you, not just peers who validate your frustration. And most importantly, stay adaptable. The I Ching teaches us that nothing stays still. Success today might be failure tomorrow. You must keep evolving." Zhang Guang nodded slowly. For the first time in years, he wasn't just discouraged, he was thinking differently. That night he made a plan. He signed up for an online leadership course. He scheduled coffee chats with senior colleagues. He started tracking industry trends and asking, "Where can I contribute?" 6 months later, a project leadership role opened up. Zhang Heng took it and nailed it. When he met Liu Zhi again, he smiled and said, "The oil wasn't missing. I just hadn't added it yet." Liu Zhi raised his tea in a toast. "Welcome to the other side of the pan." Final reflection. We all start as salted fish, dried out, discouraged, overlooked. But flipping isn't about luck. It's about preparation, timing, and action. So the next time you feel stuck, ask yourself, have I built the right skills? Am I growing my network? Am I evolving with the times? And most importantly, have I added oil to my pan?